together. Where's the box?
Breaker, breaker. Which box? They're right there on the floor.
Oh.
Hello. Welcome to Tucson, Arizona. Randy.
I'm Rhodes.
Just missed that. And then Daniel's over there. And we've got a garage full of broken trucks.
These are Metal Gears. I think it just slipped. I think the little set screw just came loose. Yeah, these are Metal Gears.
All right. Yeah,
That's metal, right? I'm not tripping.
said it was.
I'm not tripping. That's metal, right?
It said it was. That's metal.
Okay.
And it's not stripped at
It's
all.
not stripped at all.
And it's got a metal casing.
Yeah. Okay, so that screw came out. That tiny little
So it came
little
out.
guy, right? That little guy sticking out.
Yep.
One of them was completely loose. Like it just popped right off.
Yeah, mine doesn't have that problem.
Yeah.
So since Thanksgiving, we've managed to break 4 trucks.
On X.
And one of them twice.
Yeah, one of them twice. The 2 Traxxas Slashes are the only ones that haven't been broken.
That is true. Shout out to Traxxas.
This one. This side steering link.
The
broke,
Losi, yeah.
and then
So
this
It's
side
pretty
broke.
sick though. The
So I
all
broke
metal
2
gear.
sides, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
I had to repair
It's
both.
pretty cool.
Fun.
Well, thanks for getting me an all metal gear one. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Yeah, so the
I was so
Arma,
bummed, dude. I was like, did I really grenade a second one?
so the Arma Typhon Grom 2S. It's the first Arma I've ever messed with, and that thing's bitching.
It's pretty fun.
The X Maxes look fun to drive.
Well, X Max is the one I want the most. Terry, are you done messing with your trucks?
Yeah.
All right, then
That's
you can grab a mic.
Do I have headphones?
Yeah, they're right
Oh,
there.
Right there.
Right there.
Yeah, you need headphones too, Rhodes. So the Arma Typhon Grom 2S is bitchin'. Paper towels are up here.
Thank
Second cabinet.
One on your left. There you go.
And then that's why the hand sanitizer's here. Helps get all the
Yeah, where's
grease
hand
off.
sanitizer at?
It's right behind that water bottle. So this Arma is very fast for what it is. For being a little guy. Very, very quick.
Where's the mic?
Very powerful.
This
Yeah,
little guy.
for a little 16th scale.
Where's
That thing's a beast.
Where's
What?
the mic?
In the big container there.
The white one?
Yep. So that thing's
I found all the weak points on this car though. Shock
Well-
towers, the gear.
well, and it wasn't the shock tower so much as the top of the plastic shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need any of the cables though. Just the. Does that mic have the ring on the back? Yep, that's what we need.
I think that's just a bad design though. The plastic shocks.
And then I got this. If you want to go around front and grab the red cable, the red ended cable. You can walk in front of the camera. I don't care. I get so few views on these anyway.
Yeah, but what are these days?
So right there. Yeah, you just link. I don't need a lunch, dude. You just got to reach the mic. Yep, that'll work. Boom. Boom. Yeah, I need to buy more.
I need to plug.
Buy more headphones. I got that. I can get to the switch from here. Bum, 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 bum. Whoa, keep rubbing that.
Victor, could you grab me a Q-tip out of one
Headphones.
of those boxes?
Mike.
Yeah, I think there's Q-tips in there.
Hey,
So
are these Q-tips inside?
the Losi, I had a few. I don't know if there's still any in there. So the Losi,
Oh, I checked them.
where's your Losi at?
It's right at the bottom.
You don't need those yet. You can hear us. That's mostly just so I can monitor what's being heard. So the Losi decided to grenade twice on the front. So the steering linkage completely grenaded twice. So yesterday I posted a video, just a little short video of us running through the concrete culvert wash out here near my property. And at some point yesterday, grenaded the second steering. And I am out of spare steering, so no more bashing the race truck. Your headphones aren't long enough to do that. And then Traxxas Stampede, because my kids don't listen, and when I tell them don't run into each other at high speeds, I had a 2S LiPo slash at full tilt, which is about 45 miles an hour, slam into this at full tilt, which is about 35 miles an hour. So 45 mile an hour head-on collision grenaded the shock tower, which is the entire front assembly of this truck. And then I tried to repair it temporarily until the new one got in, because I don't have any spares for this truck. And it all held. My epoxy held. It broke into into 3 pieces. And a few days after curing, we go out and he hits a few jumps and it breaks in a whole new spot. So that should be here by Friday, which would be nice to have this truck back up and running, because this thing's a little freaking monster.
She works perfectly fine, but it's just.
And then
Oh yeah, I forgot about you.
the big bitch broke today.
I forgot about that. His broke right after mine.
What a break.
So
He broke an axle.
yeah.
Oof. Well, the
Broken
body's
drive
cracked right
shaft.
here.
Well,
Snapped
yeah,
an axle.
my poor body is taking a beating lately. It's got a few good breaks in it. And I lost a drive shaft tonight, just an hour ago.
Oh, well,
All
you
of a
ha- you
sudden,
have a
I'm
couple of
3-wheel drive, and having one axle being broken means you lose 50% of your power, basically.
Which is what's happening to mine.
So, can you put that up there, please?
Yeah.
So, I don't know if my spare drive shafts off of these other trucks will work for this,
Let's take a quick little look.
because I only need one little piece, but this is a 2S. So this thing's running about 48 miles an hour currently with the Castle Creations, everything. I've got all metal servo. So all I need is an end, but I think this is a different cup system. The problem is I've got to take it apart to get to it. I'm not doing that tonight.
You got a couple of different cup systems.
Well, I've got lots of drive shafts because of the slashes. So, my big girl's down for the count right now, which sucks. And they still run it. It's just really slow. And the crazy thing is, the old monster has never failed me. This truck, you can see all the stickers underneath of it if you're watching this at all, was a rental truck from a hobby place we had here in Tucson that closed back in 2017, 2018. Like New Year's of 20, I think it was New Year's of 2018, they were out of business, and they've been in business for like 30 years. So I went there and bought the boys the Stampede and a Slash and out for Christmas, and I went back a few days after Christmas to buy myself a truck and didn't know they were going out of business. So 90% of their stock was gone. But I was looking around and they had all these bashers that, because they had a whole course out back and you had rental slashes. So I bought 3 bashed up rentals and built trucks. And so this thing's a hodgepodge of, none of them came with a body, so I had to buy a body. So then I found the monster, and lately she's taken a few licks. When I had it running LiPo, it took some licks. But I'm back to stock motor because I stole all my LiPo gear and my high-end stuff for the Rustler. But I do have an all-metal gear, higher kg rated servo, and then a lot of aftermarket aluminum to give it a lot more bashability. It's a high center of gravity, high lifted truck. The stock slashes are not this tall, not even close, because there's a stock height Traxxas right over there that's now running LiPo. So Daniel's slash and my slash are the only two that haven't failed us. The problem is I just gutted the entire power plant out of this to make the Rustler better.
Well, I mean, something broke on Daniel's truck.
What broke on his truck?
Wasn't it his ESC or his servo or something?
Oh, yeah, but the stock Traxxas ESCs are trash. but it wasn't his ESC. It was actually his motor. I later cooked the ESC when I put it into a truck,
I
and screwed something up and it melted.
No, because I think he also.
His motor seized. That's why he had to buy the motor and ESC. That's why he's now running
No,
lipos.
it wasn't the motor. Something else. Like something else broke.
Crap all over my table now. So, got a boneyard of broken trucks right now that are all in some state of repair.
Victor, will you hand me the grease?
It's that red tub over there with the white lid.
Thank you.
Fun. Hobbies get expensive. Did he break a control arm?
Yeah, he broke one of these, and then you gave him a whole new front end. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did. In that, was it in that same impact?
No, it was in a different impact. That
Okay, so that's right. So his slash did grenade a front A arm, and I gave him an entire new front end. That's right. So yeah, he's got a whole swapped front end now. So yeah, it's been a series of bashing and swapping parts. And I don't know if I got a spare drive shaft, but I had to upgrade.
No,
so the Grom,
You
which,
gave him one.
huh?
You gave him one. He already repaired it.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I have to. No, that's a control arm. I have to replace the drive shaft in mine. What's funny about the Grom is 2S lipo, and which means it's fast, like 45, 48 miles an hour fast. I don't know if it's not quite as fast as the Rustler.
It's a little slower, but it keeps up.
It off the line, it'll keep up for a good minute.
Yeah.
But there's a certain point where I just start to pull away.
Yeah.
But it's surprising how well that little thing keeps up.
Yeah.
I was afraid it was going to be a waste, and it has been. I want one.
It's fun, man. I like it a lot.
I want one bad. But
Other than
now,
the shocks do come apart. It came
Well,
apart. It came apart at the wash too.
but they're plastic.
Yeah.
They're going to.
Yeah.
Like all of the trucks here have plastic shocks still. I haven't wasted any money in upgrading any shocks.
I think
yet.
that's gonna be one of the upgrades I do to mine.
Like,
Let's get the
I've
from the what is it, the GR or whatever, the upgraded version of this that comes with the metal ones.
comes with the metal ones.
We were looking at it on YouTube together.
Oh, that was but it wasn't that the Mojave?
No, it was the Grom
Did they have the
or
Typhon?
the Typhon. Yeah.
All right. Well, I can't wait until that Stampede is running brushless.
That thing's gonna be cool. It'll probably do like the most wild stand-up wheelies.
Because it already does on the road. If it's got
It picks up
enough
so much
to
traction.
grab, if it's got something to grab, soft sand, it just spins out all day long. But out here, when I repaired it, I was running it around out here, and anywhere with traction, so bricks, concrete, pavement, any of that, it'll do a standing wheelie all day long and run on it.
The wheelies get so powerful that it clutches like the edge of the back
Yeah, it
body
catches on the
part, and
back.
it just like flops.
Yeah, but that thing is a monster. The problem is it will not do well in the wash. That wash is way too steep. You'll just roll it every time. Daniels would rip around there though, because it's
So
lower center of gravity. And if he upgraded his chassis to an LCG chassis, like I planned on doing with this spare one, I plan on building, because I've got the high center of gravity. I was going to build the low center of gravity truck and run them. But yeah, at some point I want the X-Max. At some point it'll happen. The problem is it's going to cost $1,500. Yeah, right now they're on sale $900 for the truck, but they don't come with batteries or chargers, and the batteries and charger kit are over $400. And I'm not spending $1,500 on anything right now.
What is it? It was like 4S lipo or something, or 8S.
6S.
You know, it's an 8S.
Is it 8S?
It's 8S. It runs two 4S lipo batteries for 8S for like 70 mile an hour monster
Gosh.
truck that's like 3 feet long, like a foot and a half wide, almost 2 feet wide. I think it's 2 feet, almost 2 feet wide, and it's like a foot and a half tall.
Yeah, it looks a little bit bigger than it.
And the tires are like this.
Yeah, they're huge.
But that'll
Yeah, there's
it'll clear the house. Like if you had a 45-degree angle jump, it will jump and clear a house.
I mean, there's those. But then the charging port, you are right, it does cost 460.
Yeah, it's so freaking
Yeah.
nuts for the Easy Peak. But I wouldn't run those. I'd probably run a different brand battery.
There's
For better deal battery. And I mean, I don't run
There's
Traxxas
Z's.
batteries now.
There's those, the Z's.
Yeah, the Z's. Yeah, I'd probably run a Z or Kevin Talbot has another one that he talks about all the time.
There's
I'd probably
Power
run that
Hobby,
brand.
There's Redline or R-Line. There's ROM,
Yeah, I don't remember what his was.
Ovonic. There's
Dismiss.
Traxxas.
I don't care about Windows nonsense. But yeah, that thing. Next, I want like a 1/16 scale truck, just to rip around here.
Like a Mojave?
Or they make a Slash that's 1/16.
Oh, really?
4x4. I've been looking at them. I really want one of those because it's 4-wheel drive. Those stock ones have the same motor as the 1/10 scale.
Oh, okay.
So now you'd be running the 1/10 in a much smaller truck. It's a little bigger than that, but 4-wheel drive. I like the suspension system because it's the same as the Traxxas e-Revo, and I want an e-Revo bad, but because they don't make them anymore, you can only buy them used, and people decide how much they're going to be. So I think the next one I want to buy is the Sledge.
Okay.
X-Max is going for 13K, not 13K, 1300 instead of
If you
1500.
go on a Traxxas, they're $900 right now.
No, this is a superstore. With everything included, it's only 1300.
Yeah, but then I mean, still with taxes, you're still 1,500. But it's a couple weeks till Christmas. I can sell all your guys' presents. Go buy myself an X-Max.
Go ahead.
Start making some videos.
I mean, if
You wouldn't be saying that if you knew what you're getting for Christmas.
I mean, if
I know what
it's-
all y'all are getting.
if it's something that you really want,
No, I don't. No, I've waited. I've had the money to buy that time and time and time again, and I never did. Nah, it'll happen eventually. And then I'll build the dumbest jumps you've ever seen in my front yard, and just like leap Betty.
I'm looking at it and I clicked order on it and it doesn't show anything about tax. It just
No,
says
but it will have taxes. But no, don't worry about it. It's not something I'm getting today. I'm just saying, like, in the next couple of years, I've got other projects that I want to get that are going to cost me that money. So that thing would be awesome, but that could be fun for the channel because there's not a lot of X-Max guys out there running around with channels. I think an X-Max would definitely boost me in the algorithm, especially in shorts. If I just did a bunch of shorts of that thing jumping over a fleet of cars,
Yeah.
like,
it only went up $100. It's 1400.
no, it's 1435, but yeah, I'm not spending that kind of money right before Christmas, dude.
No.
But someday. Whee.
Seems like it works.
Hopefully it doesn't break this time.
Well, the real test. Here, run it over here.
I don't want to run over the cables. It's dead.
Aw.
It's too dead.
It died.
Wah, wah. Dead batteries.
That's what you get for having dead batteries.
Yeah, man. Easy with the mic. But Thanksgiving was fun having a bunch of trucks running.
It indeed was. Having
I
all
want to test it before I go to bed. I'm gonna put it in the yard right here and see if it trips around.
having all of the trucks out. We had your truck.
We
the
had most of
Monster.
them. The Stampede wasn't out.
No, the Stampede is in retirement for now. But I had Bumblebee out. Daniel had his. Daniel had his.
Yep. And then I had both of these out.
Yeah, I was seeing yours.
Yeah, the Wrestler and the Monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, Christmas we're gonna do it, but we're gonna be out at Papa's house, so there's a lot more.
Oh, there's a lot more space to do like jumps and everything.
I don't know if there's
And
really
there-
any
there's
jumps
that,
out
there's
there,
that back space.
unless I take jumps, and I don't know if I like want to do that because there's already gonna be stuff that has to get hauled to and fro. But I'm hoping to make it over there I might go over there Saturday because I've still got stuff out there. I've got these 4-foot long Chrysler 300C RCs.
Oh, jeez.
So I haven't ran those in a while. So
Are you
I'm
taking
gonna
the
take
Jeep or
those
are you
out.
taking the?
I don't know. I might take the dually. We'll see.
When
I'm
you,
probably taking that stupid dryer back, so probably gonna take the
When you-
dually.
when you take the dually. I remember there was being like 2 dirt bikes back there in Papa's house, out back on the behind the shed. The
Dude,
f-
there's no dirt bikes.
or the bikes.
There's my old motorcycles.
Yeah.
No, those aren't coming over here.
No.
I've thought about bringing it's my old motorcycles. I've got an old Honda Silver, and then I've got an old
Are they like 150s?
it's a Seca. Huh?
Are they 150cc?
No, the Seca is a 600.
Ooh.
It's the Seca 2. So it's a half fairing bike. It's an old
So
it's an
two-
old
so
bike,
250?
and the motor's seized. No, it's a 600cc.
Oh.
It's an old 600, but the motor's seized. In the top left, and then on the far right.
All right.
Yep. So no, I've never had a motorcycle smaller than a 600. You want to put those guys away real quick?
Yeah.
This it's all covered in rocks and crap now.
Yeah, 'cause I saw them one time. That's the second shelf below on the left side. Second shelf left side.
Yeah, one right below the screwdrivers, and then there's a void, and they kind of stack like this, like handle.
Plier, handle, plier.
They kind of go in each other's handles. There's no good way to describe that.
Your hand.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how to.
Plier,
Makes sense.
this.
Yeah.
This is my typing ground.
That's it. That's his little toy. That
Get
goes.
up, get up, put the body on properly, and get up close to camera. Ew. Show them the top side.
It goes like really.
She's a dirty girl.
It goes crazy fast though for how
Furba
small
Fur
it is.
2S
How
Lipo.
small it is.
Yeah, it's and very nimble,
Very nimble.
and it handles. So there's a.
Spare parts
I
back
posted a short that I edited.
there. What's up,
What's
Peyton?
up, Peyton man?
What was this from?
Thanksgiving.
That's-
That's the broken
that's the-
steering linkage.
Yeah.
It's
that's
the
episode.
second
I
broken
found,
steering
I
linkage.
found the cap too. That's why I was wondering. Why.
Yeah, it's on the
'cause it
threaded
broke
side.
with the screw in it. Oh, grab the spoke, grease.
I don't even know how it broke. I just went-
But there's I posted a short. I don't think I posted it as a short though. So I think it's just a short video, but it's in my videos. The other day from Thanksgiving, I went to post it on Thanksgiving and then fell asleep and then forgot about it until like yesterday or 2 days ago. Posted it, but it's an edited version of the video, and in it you can see at one point, if you pay attention, you can see my truck haul ass past, hit the lip, and go flying off screen. But it's quick. But I didn't get, because I just kept setting the GoPro down and then just kind of watching, and then I'd move it every couple of minutes just to kind of wherever one happened to be migrating to, I was trying to move it. So it happens quick, and because that thing's so damn small, you don't really notice. But in there, I think is the first clip of the truck that you chase and drive under. And then just off camera, so I didn't catch it on camera, but you can see the truck coming and turning,
Yeah.
and then see you
Chase it.
but then off camera is where you run into its tire.
I was doing James Bond shit with my type, and I was driving under cars that were driving by. That was fun. My favorite was I was doing it, and I was super sketched out, and I was like, nobody's gonna even notice this, and then I see Richter go, "What the fuck?" So I was
Yeah,
like, Richter, did you see it?
I was like, where is Daniel's car? Because I was worried about yours because yours is the smallest
Yeah,
compared to like all these
I know
ones.
it's so much smaller than your guys' truck.
just kept getting run over.
Yeah,
And I kept running over yours, so I was like, well, I don't want to accidentally break a piece. So I looked over, and I see a truck pass by, and I see something, a little shadow, just sneaking up on it. I was like, oh, okay.
yeah. I don't know why I get so much enjoyment out of racing the cars that drive by. It's super fun.
I would, but mine's so big.
It's so big.
If they did anything crazy,
Yeah.
like I can't guarantee to get out of their way.
That's my I have the same issue, just on the other spectrum of it being so small.
This is the only problem with this currently. I don't have.
Oh, I didn't even know you mounted a screen up there.
Yeah, it's very unnoticeable.
How tore up my wing is from landing on the top of it.
Yikes.
Because it's the highest point of the car is the wing. So when it lands on the,
Yeah, it just ate it
yeah,
up.
it eats it up.
Oh damn it!
And then it's pretty sick on the curb sometimes. If I hit it just right, it'll like flatten out. And if these screws catch, they spark. So it throws sparks out. It's all,
Yeah, that one seems like it sparks the most because like right here.
it's right at the edge, yeah.
Yeah. This seems like it just completely wore out on the little.
It's all chewed up now,
sides.
yeah, from hitting.
It seems
bottoming
you're
out on
missing a
ramps.
Screw.
No, it's just all the way in.
Oh, and it's black.
It's
Okay.
black, yeah.
No racism.
Yeah, the silver ones they're all filed down from hitting the ground.
Yeah, it seems like these ones are dirted up.
They are. I've never taken those ones off. Seems to have fixed though, so hopefully I charged the battery a little bit just to give it a little test. But I think it just came loose.
I need to hook up my other keyboard because this sucks.
Oh, trying to type in.
Yeah. There we go. Search. Hey, it's me, Mario.
It's me.
So videos,
Not sponsored.
RC Fun. From my angle, you can't really see that very well because of the screen, but can you see it?
A little bit, yeah.
It's at
You
the.
can show it on here, but yeah, that's
That's the place we were at. It was pretty fun until
Oh,
I
I
crashed.
remember that when Richter hit that dirt mound at like Mach 5 and it just stopped.
like in there. There should be the clip where you hit the little concrete lip and go rolling. Yeah,
That's a
that was-
cool angle.
I think if there's inside the video, I zoomed right past Daniel when I was doing little loopy up and down.
Well, I didn't post the full videos. I just
Oh.
edited them down and did just shorts.
because I crashed into a concrete
It's
little
me and
ple-
Kevin.
little piece. I think that's where I broke the control arm.
Let's see. So did that one.
It's pretty sick that yours does wheelies on the way down the ramp, Richter.
And the
Right.
way up.
Down the way up, too, yeah.
Yeah.
I always forget that yours is just rear-wheel drive.
Yeah.
That's why you were having so much trouble climbing it.
I was like, I had to like little tap it.
Yeah.
Controlling that.
And go up at an angle.
This guy.
And that one's at the end where you're talking about, where your car goes zooming by.
Yeah, but if you
I
watch,
love tiny ground. Look at how small it is compared to everybody
Yeah.
else's car.
That's why I was like worrying about your car until I just see yours just sneaking up on a truck.
Yeah, dude, Daniel's is so much faster than it was.
Yeah.
Like night and day difference.
yeah, running the brushless
It's
system.
wild how big of a difference that made.
Yeah, before I was like, this was not that
See, and
fast.
that's when I smacked the tree.
Yeah.
I hit the lip and went zooming, and it's not in this
Your
portion.
dad was having so much fun with the monster truck.
Yeah, he was just ripping around.
Yeah. He kept crashing into people.
Well,
doing
it's
donuts.
faster than the ones he used to have,
He's used to, yeah.
and it's so much bigger that I just went. Did you see it?
Flying. Mach 7. See, he just ran into Richter. Your dad did?
Yeah.
What, you see him right
So
here? Or is that Daniel? That's Daniel.
Here it comes. Weep. Where'd you go? Zipping by. He goes zipping. So the car's coming.
That was the first time we had, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 cars out?
Oh, you have to go all the way back. Yeah.
We had 5.
5 cars?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we
Yeah,
had 5.
five
We had
cars.
5 trucks running at once. Did I go back far
No,
enough
no,
this
no, no,
time?
no, no, no. Keep up there.
But yeah, see, like when you started chasing the guy, you started chasing him down this
Yeah.
street, and I only caught part of it.
Okay.
I get the point where the truck comes and turns, and then you, and then you can see if you look closely, you can see the little Grom chase it, and then the next one that comes is that silver one that comes and turns that way.
Yeah.
And I, boom, there I go.
Just a moonshot off the curb.
And I did like 6 or 7 flips,
yeah.
and then landed.
The not so fun part of whatever RC car, and
A tiny little Grom.
Papa wasn't used to that car, the RC car, and he like full zoomed into my shin, my back shin. So I was like, oof.
Yeah, I think he realizes just how fast these trucks are actually going.
Yeah, it hurt a lot.
Was Randy lining up for something? Oh, I stood right in front of the camera. My bad.
Yeah, I
Six
would
years.
like. I thought about posting the full length video, and I still might. But at a certain point, you're just like, "Dude, you just did like 7 flips," and then you're another one. You're like, you hear Richter say something, and you're like, "Did you see that? I ran into the tire." And everyone's just cooking on me when my batteries died.
Guys are just bullying each other.
I backed up to do like a little, like not a flip, just like jump over you.
And you see the trucks go zoom, zip by. Richter's was starting to gas out. Yeah, that was
Yeah, mine
fun.
was giving out.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was.
It was,
It was fun to have 5 trucks running at once.
It really was.
It was pandemonium.
but it was like
chaos.
it was so much harder looking out for other trucks
Yeah.
because when you're going so fast
Yeah.
and you run into somebody, you're
Well, everybody's car is doing over 30 miles an hour.
you're bound to have something happen to your
Oh
truck.
yeah, some collisions. There was like 3 times where I purposely ran into you guys. Or I would tell you there was one where you and Daniel ran down the road, and I was like, I'm gonna get him, and I took off after you, and I turned right into Daniel right at the last second and caught him. And I was like 50 yards away from him, so I could barely even see it, and I just turned perfectly and clipped him and flipped my truck over, and I was like, oh damn it.
Well, it's like the thing about your truck, it won't damage the other ones. Like if
No,
you're,
I don't think so.
No,
like
but you made a couple of trucks flip and roll.
Yeah.
yeah, like say
Mine just
Dad's-
goes
If
bump
I
right over you.
if I catch the tire right, I can make somebody flip.
yeah,
Yeah.
if
Yeah, you made Daniel go rolling. He
I
also
was telling Richter, look at my fin all chewed up.
chewing. A lot of that's those from going upside down over
Yeah.
the concrete.
Yeah.
Like, and then you've slid
Slid
upside down it.
Yeah.
on the wash.
Like, dude, mine was
Well, I
pulling
thought-
wheelies
when-
if I'd launch.
When we first got to the wash, I was on 50% power, so it took like forever to get up the hill. But once it was coming down, it would speed up. But then the problem that I was having is when I would like first start going up the hill at 50% power, the front end would just like lift up out of nowhere and just start tumbling down. But I'd be like 3/4 the way up, and then all of a sudden I'm rolling. I'm like, no.
Well, I got a couple of videos. I've thought about putting them up there too from the last time. For the first time we went down there with the trucks. And I kept trying to go up one, but it's so steep that I get like 4 feet up
Mm-hmm.
and my front tires just start leaving.
Yeah.
And if I let off the gas, they'll drop back
Yeah.
down. And if I goose it, it'll just flip off the,
yeah.
That's
flip
what
off
mine
the
was
wall.
doing. That's why I was going so
So
slow.
I've got one where I'm standing on the ramp. I'm standing on it and I'm driving up towards me and it just goes over backwards. And it's only like a 6-second video. And I
Yeah.
thought about posting that, just being like, this, life goes this way sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're just trying to go up the hill and you just fall
Fall back
backwards on
down.
your ass.
Yeah.
But yeah, the trucks are ripping up and down those walls.
Yeah.
The Bumblebee dude handled that way better than I thought it was going
So
to.
did I. Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna be able to make it up the hills at all.
Yeah, he was just ripping
Yeah,
right up
if he
'em.
cut the right angle and was good on throttle, he was going right up it.
Yeah, that was
At first, he was like full throttle. It just kept flipping.
Yeah, I was like, how?
throttle control, buddy.
And then as soon
Got
as
it
I learned
easy
it,
with the squeezer.
and then I learned how to do it, and then I stuck on the wall like Spider-Man.
Well, that's like when I found out that my car was 4-wheel drive because I didn't think it was at first. I didn't really read the box when I first got it. I was like, I just want to play with it, and I like came down real hard on the nose and just throttled it, and it slapped. And I was like, oh shit, it's 4-wheel drive, sick.
I wish I took the GoPro out when we went to the park, because there was some good footage we could have got out of that.
Yeah,
like especially like when you
We're trying to keep up with you in
when
the
you
rough.
blew out your shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was
Found the-
full throttle
I
through
know.
there,
I know you were.
and my truck was like.
And then you see my little one right behind you, like bouncing around all crazy.
He'd hit the small rocks, and it would shoot him off to another direction, and he'd have to correct and try to come back in because we were trying to drag
Dude, it
race
was
in this
like
giant field.
Literally, like it would hit a rock and it would make like adjustments, like the size of the table. Like it would.
Yeah,
like,
it would shift his truck way out. He's like, what? Oh no, oh no. He's like, I'm right on you. And then he hit a rock, and his truck would go way off to the side, and I'm still clearing distance.
Yeah.
So he just kept dropping back,
Yeah.
but he was still going as fast as me.
That's when I found out that the thing that was like a little monster because I was keeping up with him in like the roughest terrain that we were in.
Yeah, we were in some pretty heavy. Where you were down ripping the Stampede there for a while in the giant dirt section that had the good lips to
Yeah.
them. But they've only got good lips if you've got tires this big.
Yeah.
And he's running the same size tires as
Yeah.
as the Rustler. They're the exact same tire.
Yeah.
So his truck could handle, except he's only 2-wheel drive, so he kept
Popping
doing
up.
this.
Yeah.
But yeah, that beat the freaking beat your shock way open.
When we were back by the park bench and I was doing like the flybys, like the full speed flybys, the other thing was cooking. Like on the dirt, I was flying. I was like, holy shit, this thing
Dude,
is
your
so
mom
fast.
almost wrecked into me with the Rustler. at
I hit
full
the
tilt.
trash can like 4 times at full speed.
Dude, she hit it with the
I
Rustler.
know.
It's all boom. It flew up. I'm like, oh, you're gonna break my new truck.
Yeah, I slammed into it. I think honestly, if I remember correctly, I like went out to the tree, turned back around. This was the first run, like first pass. Go out to the tree, turn back around, full speed, come this way, and slam right into the trash
Yep.
can. I was
It's all
like,
boom.
first run.
Yeah.
I was like the only object that I can hit in this whole area, and I have like 20 feet to not hit something.
You have like an entire truck track where service trucks drive.
Yeah.
Where I was ripping mine.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
Dunk.
aim for the big green thing.
Yeah. It's fun too because when you're at full speed with this thing, like a little micro touch to it, it like
It's very
you
responsive.
see it when it's on the street a lot. When I'm really far away.
Yeah, it looks like a spider.
Yeah, it's just
It's
skating
really
around.
weird the way it does this.
Mhm.
It just zigzags, but it's like really sharp and really fast.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was really funny every time you'd hit a rock.
yeah, yeah. Looks like it was glitching.
Yeah. It's exactly what it looked like.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you had lag for a second. Yeah, a little truck is a beast, dude.
It's fun, man. I really
I'm
like
gonna
it.
get one for me.
It's a cool. It's my favorite Christmas or favorite birthday gift I've gotten in probably like 5 years. So thank you. I really enjoy it.
What beat that?
Well, I'm saying like 5 years. I don't even know what I got 5 years ago. But as far back as I can remember, it's my favorite birthday gift that I've gotten.
Yeah, that thing's fucking rad.
It's
I want
fun,
one.
dude. It's
I
really
want
fun.
one.
I like the size of it, even though it's like way smaller than your guys's.
It's perfect.
It serves its purpose.
I'm
It
gonna
keeps
buy
up.
one, and with the purchase, I'm buying metal diffs for it.
Good idea.
Like the shocks, I'm really not worried about. Like, I mean, all of my the Monster has a leaky shock. I mean, I've got shock oil. It's not very expensive.
Mhm.
Eventually, I'll go big bore shocks on the Rustler
Mhm.
because I have one that I think is leaking right now. But I checked it the other day when I was working on it, and it's fine. But I think I'll do big bores just because I send it so hard.
Yeah.
And I case it all the time.
Yeah.
And
I
it
think that's-
sounds like it hurts
Yeah.
every time I hear it just thump.
Thunk.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm
it's like
oh.
Especially off the
yours-
backflip
The
ramp.
video we were watching, yours couldn't handle one of those jumps. They were going like 50 feet in the air. Yours, I don't think would be able
Mine's
to
not
handle.
fast enough right now because I'm only running 2S LiPo. If
Yeah.
I was running 3S's,
Theirs flopped right
well,
in the air.
yeah, most of theirs are running because you're talking about like the Arma Creighton, the Arma
I want to create
Outlaw,
really
and the someone at one point was running the Infraction,
bad. Mhm.
and those are all like big bashers. But then the X Max and I think that was it. I think they were a couple of E-Revos. So the E-Revo has a different suspension system. So instead of the shocks being semi-vertical shock towers like this, it's got under the body, if you lifted the body off of it, the shocks are actually laying down at the front and rear, and there's two of them side by side. And your double wishbone suspension comes up and it meets these points that are kind of triangular that have slots in them. And as your tires come up, those slots have a pivot pin and they roll like this and they push the springs and release them. It's really interesting the way they dual shock their front and rears, but they can handle like way better.
Yeah, those bashes.
But the E Revos are also running like 6S. So all those guys are running way more power than me, like triple the power minimum, because the Outlaw and the Creighton both run 6S.
Mm-hmm.
The X Max that they were running runs 8S. So they're all running so much more power than me. It's unreal. So they've got bigger motors. They've got bigger suspension. Everything about those trucks are bigger.
I
'Cause
feel
this
like
is only a 1/10 scale truck. It's big for what it is, but it's mostly because it's got huge tires. The
Yeah.
chassis is actually like one of the small. Outside of that, it's probably the smallest chassis here. But
Yeah, it is a small chassis.
What- when we were watching that one video with the mini X Maxes, instead of like
yeah, dude, those minis are so bad.
they're
the Mini
so
Max,
they're so like tiny, but they're so quick. And,
they're like that size, dude. But
Mhm.
it's an X Max.
That's awesome.
and it goes really freaking fast for no reason. But it's like one of the people were like the best breaker, like
The
RC.
basher, the
yeah.
heaviest basher. He is. If you
I-
watch other videos, that dude bashes.
I
the
feel like
crap
I
out
could
of
do
stuff.
better bashing.
They
than
weren't, but he
did.
wasn't. He was trying to win those X Maxes. You got to understand. You just looked up the price. The big
Yeah,
X
it's like
Max.
15 or like 1500, and then I'm guessing
Okay,
the
and then
Max
the
is
regular
like,
Max is like 800, and then the Mini Max is 350.
Yeah.
So he won over $2,000 worth of trucks.
Yeah.
Plus, he actually won like $2,500 because he also came in and gave him batteries. So he won like $2,500 worth of gear. So he wasn't trying to bash those. And this is a Kevin Talbot video. If you like RCs,
The
if
Max
this
is
is entertaining
800.
at all, you're gonna love Kevin Talbot. But him and his boys, he bought 4 Mini Maxes, which just got released, and they were in an indoor skate park, and he had them each decide a challenge, and they were playing like horse. But
Yeah.
it was Max. I don't know if you saw the video.
I didn't see that one.
that one, the mini.
Yeah, the Mini Max.
Okay, that's
$250
like
bucks.
that's 250. The
Max.
Max is, when I looked it up, it was like 850.
Yeah,
So in total, that's like a little over two.
yeah. So it's 1,100 plus the
1,300.
plus the Big
1,500.
Max. Like, so
It's like 2.6.
yeah, you're talking over $2,000 plus batteries.
Yeah.
Because then he went out and brought in
So,
batteries.
so
for the
that's
guy.
like more. That's
Yeah, so the dude won like
2.7.
$3,000 off this
Yeah.
competition. So he set up 4 of his buddies. Yes Mate, so the bald guy who's with him a lot. And then 3 other buddies that were with him. And he bought 4 of these Mini Maxes and had them all play a game of Max. So he had 4 letters. And then he let them decide amongst themselves what's the competition. So like one was like land a backflip off of a half pipe. Another one was hit a wall and go over a pole
Yeah.
that's running because it's open truss. Another one was hit the ramp and hit this wire that was hanging down. Another one was go up the wall and hit the basketball hoop that's in there. And they had another one that was like hit hit a vert tabletop and then clear this other wall. And then it's every time you screw up, you got like 2 chances on most of them, and it came down to a final between Yes Mate and the dude who bashes, and they had to do a 50-50 grind on the chassis at the top lip of the thing, and he managed to do it and his buddy didn't.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he wasn't bashing very hard, because he was trying to win those trucks. So he was trying to take it easy and keep the throttle control. But in other videos, that dude sends it.
If you guys are interested, his name is Kevin Talbot.
Yeah,
T-E-
Kevin Talbot.
Talbot is Talbot, and he posts a lot of
British
RC
dude.
cars.
That's all his channel is RCs
Yeah.
and then a monster truck.
He
that
crashed
built.
a monster truck that had like 1,500 with no experience, by the way.
Yeah, he built it.
Yeah,
He built it in
built
his
the
shop.
monster
So
I
he
put the
built a
loudest
monster
exhaust on my 1,500 or a 1,500
horsepower monster truck.
horsepower monster truck, giant monster truck in my tiny garage. It takes
he
up
built
all
it.
the space.
Yeah, he built it in his garage.
Yeah, he posts a bunch of RC cars.
That's his whole thing. He's got a couple of channels. He's got another one that I think is Kevin RC or something like that.
I want a 3S lipo for this.
93,000
Me too.
I want to see what it'll
RPM.
do. It'll handle it.
93,000 RPM on a little mini
Yeah, that's the
Max.
Mini Max
9,300.
9300. That's the Mini Max that he put like a 7S in or something.
No,
like
that's,
a 6S
no, that says
lipo.
93,600 RPM.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that thing, dude. When you burp the throttle,
Oh shit.
it had so much power, and then by that point he lost the front end, so he only had the rear axle live, and he'd burp the throttle, and the tires would balloon, and it would do like 18 backflips in air from standing
That's
still,
crazy.
because that thing had so much more power than I think he ran. Was it a 6? I think it was a 6S lipo he finally put in it. He was trying to make it go as fast as possible
Yeah.
because it comes 2S and you can go 3S with it. And then he just kept going. He was like 4S, let's see what it does.
Yeah.
6S, let's see what it does. And I think he had a 7S lipo that he like deformed and shoved down in there and then duct taped it and then duct taped the body on. And as soon as he touched the throttle,
It
and I
just
mean like just
took off.
barely touched it, it just
Yeah, here-
ballooned and started doing backflips.
Yeah,
Like he
here's-
couldn't even drive it.
Look at his tire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there he is doing little backflips on it. right here.
Like dude, that Mini Max is so sweet.
Yeah, where he just balloons his
Yeah, just
tires,
Look
flips.
at that.
Yeah.
and then there's the little X Maxes and the Max.
So then all the Mini Maxes and then all of his boys doing the Maxes. So I'll show you the video. It's so much fun. I want a Mini Max so bad.
just
Oh,
a,
it is a little tiny guy.
yeah, a little,
Did you
a little tiny little guy.
When he shows them pyramided,
Yeah,
you've
that's
got
what he's looking at right now.
X Max, Max, Mini Max.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's tiny little guy.
But it's part for part identical, just scaled down to like that size.
That's cool.
Yeah, the Max is
And it's 2S brushless.
freaking
Yeah,
huge.
that's cool.
But it's way expensive for. I mean, it's worth it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure getting your hands on one right now because it just got released and Christmas is right about to
Oh,
happen.
Yeah.
I'm sure getting them right now is not easy.
Tja, look at that. The little X Max is 2 feet long, a foot wide.
Yeah, I think it's so rad.
Compared to a human, if you stand it up, it's like
Yeah, they're big, dude.
Almost
The X Max
taller
is
than-
huge.
Yeah, it's a big boy truck. But which would you rather have, that or the Outlaw?
Ooh, the Outlaw's the armor version of it, right?
Yeah, it's the armor competition.
I don't know. I mean, from what I've seen, the X Max is more reliable, but the Outlaw's more like has more power.
Are you talking about the Arma?
They're both 8S.
8S.
Yep.
I like the look of the Armor one a little bit more.
I like the body.
I like the body.
Yeah,
a lot.
with that like 57
yeah,
Chevy.
it looks cool.
Or it's
Um,
actually like a 50. Is that like a 59 Chevy
Yeah.
body? Yeah,
it looks
low boy.
it looks cool.
It does look.
But
Dude,
the X Max, I feel like you would be able to you'd get more out of it. Like
oh, dude, yeah.
you just beat the shit out of it and never have a problem.
and it just takes a licking.
And I'm sure the parts.
That's the Creighton. They don't make the Creighton anymore.
I want a Creighton really bad.
Dude, the Creightons are sick, but they don't make them anymore.
Oh, that sucks.
It's like the E-Revo.
Yeah.
The E-Revo was always one that I wanted to own by Traxxas,
Mhm.
and they stopped making them. I'll buy one eventually. I'll buy a used one, and I'll
Mhm.
build one up.
The XRTs look really
And I was torn between the E-Revo and the Rustler, and the only reason I went
Is it
Rustler.
the Renegade is the street truck that Arma does? The like drift truck. It's got the old style pickup body on it.
That's the well, they put that same body.
That's
You can
the
get the
Arma.
same body for the Outlaw.
Okay.
You're talking
You have
about?
the Renegade and the
Yeah, that one.
Infraction.
That's the Arma 1/7
I
infraction.
think it's
Infraction.
the Infraction. yeah.
Infraction.
Yeah, the
I want that
infraction.
thing too.
But you can put that same body
On the Creighton.
on the
on the, not the Creighton, the
The Outlaw.
the Outlaw.
Outlaw.
Yeah, you can put the same body
That's
on
cool.
because
Yeah.
that body is probably my favorite.
That's my favorite
shell
body. Yeah.
that anyone makes.
It looks awesome.
Like I'm a
Especially at
Traxxas
speed.
guy.
Especially at speed, it looks awesome.
I
Oh
really-
yeah, dude. Like it's-
Sliding around
it's-
corners
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff. It looks so
yeah. That
fun.
Infraction looks.
I don't know what you
rad.
guys
Yeah.
are talking about, but I really like the XRT bodies.
Which one's that one?
The XRT is pretty dope.
The XRT bot. Oh, geez, I almost just dropped my phone.
Yeah, it's
Um,
another Traxxas.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
These are these tires. Yeah, these tires that his truck and my truck are running are XRT tires.
Okay.
They were designed for it.
they're huge.
The sledge is the one I really freaking want.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna wait, and I don't mind buying used stuff. I've never owned outside of a few little rock crawl, like my my little rock
Yeah.
crawler and everything. Like I've owned a few brand new ones, but they weren't. I mean, it's $150 RC.
Yeah.
It's pricey for what it is, but it's also a good brand. But as far as Traxxas or any of that. I've never owned anything new.
Yeah.
So I don't care. Like I'm gonna
You're gonna beat it up
beat it
anyways,
up, and
yeah.
yeah. So it's like, all right, cool. Like don't get me wrong, I'd love to own a brand new X Max,
Yeah.
and unbox it and just
Yeah.
feel the insanity.
Yeah.
But I don't think that buying a used one would be any less awesome.
Mhm.
Like I think the moment would still just be just as overwhelming.
Does the 1/8 and 1/7 really matter?
Yeah, that's your scale. So
Okay.
all of these trucks are 1/10 except for the Typhon.
Well, that
Oh
one's
well,
1/8.
and your so 1/8 is bigger
Okay.
because
Then 1/10. Yeah.
yeah, it's the next size up.
Well, that one's pretty interesting.
Like there's a 1/8 E Revo that I want, and the only reason I went with the Rustler instead of the E Revo because they're similar. They're not like quite the same, but they're very similar. Is the E Revo runs 2 batteries,
Mhm.
and I wasn't ready to get invested in all the extra batteries.
Yeah.
And then I thought about getting the Hog, which side by side comparison. I think you watched the video
I
with
did.
me.
Yeah.
I couldn't find one for like a good deal.
Mhm.
Like they're out there, but it doesn't seem like as many people are getting rid of them. E Revos you can pick up for like $200 right now.
Nice.
I just was like, I found the Rustler. I liked everything I saw about it. I was, I'm gonna go with the Rustler,
Yeah.
and I have not been disappointed.
And it was like barely used when you got
What's
Oh yeah, dude, look brand new.
Yeah.
Now the body is taking some beatings now, so I
Yeah.
need a new shell
Yeah.
before this one gets grenaded, which sucks because I love this body.
it? Yeah, it looks
what's
cool.
my scale for the Bumblebee?
That's gonna be a little smaller because this is the
112?
shell for it. I don't know if it's considered. It might be considered 110, but I think it might be like 112 or something. I'm not as hip on Losi stuff. I don't know much.
I mean,
About
there's
Losi?
a Porsche body.
112 looks right. Yeah, but that's for a drift car. You're running a street truck. Like yours is a pavement pounder.
Yeah, because I got like your car, or not your car, your semi dream car, the one that you have hanging up, the split window Corvette 1960.
The 63.
Yeah, the 63 Mini. That's really beautiful, but at the same time, I really like the 911 GT3 RS.
There's nothing wrong with that. I love them.
Those
I
ones-
posted a video, one of my shorts. It's one of my highest viewed videos.
Yeah, they're
but
beautiful.
it was a GT4. It was the Dakar
Oh,
rally car.
uh,
It was the
yeah.
rally GT. Oof.
I
It
have.
sounded so good.
I think. Well, you don't have Instagram because you don't want to. I don't think you have Instagram.
I have Instagram. I don't really use it.
My wheels are getting tore up from laying on the side.
Well, I think
What?
if I
Tires
show
are
you
fine.
this, I think
No,
you'll-
the plastic,
Oh yeah, your
the rims are
hubs.
getting a little tore up. The air coolers.
scroll down.
Got some chew bites.
Yeah.
Let's see. So your rear is spinning.
Yeah, it's working now. I honestly, because when I took it apart, like I took out the gears, and right when I took the gears out, I grabbed the side of them, and the one just popped right out, and I was like, "That's not supposed to do that." And then the other one was locked in, screwed down,
That is
and I was like,
only
"Maybe that's what happened."
cars. They only post about cars.
Those are some nice cars. Some really nice stream cars.
I'm happy that it didn't grenade again,
Yeah, like the GT2.
and it's cool that it's metal gearing. So thank you for getting me a metal geared one, so I didn't have to deal with the same problem.
You're welcome. That's what I
Again, in the
deliberately
future, yeah.
Search for. At some point, though, you might
Did you
want to
get that
buy a new front one.
Did you get that from Arma?
No. Oh,
Oh,
God,
no.
no. They don't have any of that. No aftermarket. If you want good aluminum parts or metal
Well, they're
parts,
mirrored. Just send me the link to the one that you got, so I can order
Mhm.
that for the front because they're mirrored, which is cool.
Yeah, I bought
Same
it
part.
from Amazon.
I
I'll
think,
send it to
I
you.
think this is the new.
Took a
oh,
couple
wait, no,
days.
that's the Chiron.
Bugatti.
Yeah, and they even post like pictures all about it,
Yep.
and there's separate posts. And Trump is apparently going to ban electric cars.
That's so stupid. No, he's not. No, he's not. That's
said
so dumb.
on-
He's tight with Elon Musk. You think he's gonna screw over Elon
It
Musk?
says Trump
Will you hand me
promises
the-
to end
can I see the
electric
tool-
car
Can I see the
mandate.
toolkit one more time? I'm gonna
On-
fix the shock.
Go ahead.
Look how kinked over it is.
Oh, yeah.
Because I put it together like
Yeah, the shock
half-assedly
cap.
when we were at the wash because it came apart at the wash.
On day one of the Trump administration, I will terminate Joe Biden's ridiculous electric vehicle mandate.
No, he's okay. That's see. You just
mandate
did a
is different.
CNN.
Yeah.
You just did a CNN
Yeah,
on
he
us,
did.
dude.
No, I'm reading.
I
what
know,
it
but
says.
yeah,
banning,
no.
banning electric cars and banning a mandate are two different things.
Yeah, two very different
very different
things.
things. A
That's
ma-
gonna
a ma-
suck, dude, because all
mandate-
these RCs are battery.
Yeah, a mandate means that everybody has to drive an electric car.
Yeah, he's getting rid of like California, and at some point, certain like 2035 or something, like they all have to have electric cars. It's getting stupid. Like they're actually deliberately not letting you register like older vehicles in sub vehicles in California.
Well, that's Cali.
I don't think I could own Betty and drive Betty in California because it's a big block with a supercharger, giant tires, terrible gas mileage. Yeah, the Pagani. God, I love Paganis. I would never own one, but I want one.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like I would love to. I'd love to know someone who owned one that let me like ride around in it, but I would never own like a supercar or.
Did
a
you see
hypercar.
the 101 940 Audi that just released at SEMA? So
No.
Audi produced it. It's a 1935 design, 2025
build?
build. But it's actually produced by like Audi. It wasn't like somebody like built it themselves. Like Audi put it out, and it's a 101. Dude, it looks awesome
Look that
because
up.
it's got like
What?
Look up.
Oh, I was checking
No,
out
no, I
the
was
fighter
saying-
jet
I was
engine
I was saying,
on a
look
mini
it up
truck.
though. You've already got your phone
Let me
out.
see it. Let me see this real quick. Let me see if I can find it.
There you go. I was looking at a little jet engine on a little mini truck.
Yeah, the little K trucks.
Yeah,
Um,
I actually saw a little mini.
Audi.
I saw a little mini
SEMA.
truck from like Japan. Those little weird
Yeah.
trucks. Yeah, there was one in downtown, parked on the side of the road. So I took a picture of it. It's somewhere in my gallery.
Yeah, I don't think it's any of these. Let's look up Audi SEMA. Oh, the rally. Look at that livery.
Oh, the body kit on it.
Oh, it's so nice. The Audi Quattro.
I love the Quattros.
God, the Quattros are so dope. Oh, I'm talking about the Rally Quattro, the true.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. That's right. Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page, not the Quattro TT nonsense.
No.
No. Triangular, like triangular capped headlights.
Ooh.
Yeah, rally car. Audi SEMA
I wish I
But
would have. I should have sent it to you. when I saw it.
25.
But I gotta admit, the split window Corvette is a beautiful car.
The 63, man. It's my favorite Corvette.
Yeah, that was the time when they made the minis, and then they started making the regular sizes in '67.
What are you talking about, minis?
You said a long time ago we talked about it. You said those ones are smaller than the ones that they were producing a couple years later.
Physically, yeah, the Corvette did get bigger. Like the C1, 2, and 3 Corvettes are quite a bit smaller physically, but they're not like minis. Like they're still a decent sized car.
Well, I call them minis because I mean that's
Like so
it's
Corvette.
shorter and smaller. Just look a split window Corvette.
So generations. No, I'm looking this up because a lot of people do these tiered pictures, so you can actually see
Like the size and
like
width.
yeah, like they're not.
Yeah, they started slamming
So
the
in
roof.
C4 they started getting bigger, but the C1 is a lot like the European cars of the time, and then the C2 is the classic red and white. And
Oh, the oldie but goodie.
I've never driven one, but I've sat in one, and I know where one is currently parked that looks identical to that with the white on red. My dad's ex-mother-in-law owns one, so I used to go out and fire it up once a month because they made it. They wanted it started up all the time.
Or like a cold, so it doesn't get a cold start.
Well, you just want to maintain it, keep the oils going and everything, because it was a numbers car. And then they had the C4 Stingray parked right next to it, also a numbers car. So they had his and hers Corvettes. But the C3, the 63, which they only made for 1 year, is the split window. And then the C4, you can see it getting longer. And then the C5, which is the goofiest of all the Corvettes. And then the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, the 10.
Yeah, they started slamming the roof. They started like
Yeah, that's when
pushing it
that's when
down.
air tunnels started becoming a thing. Aerodynamics started becoming a thing because this one was meant to compete with the Daytona.
Oh, the Daytona.
Yep, that's meant to
Jackie
compete
Daytona.
with
I
the
can't
Daytona.
find it. I'll try to find it on my phone and send it to you if I can find it.
Yeah,
It's pretty sweet though.
so I want a C7 or a C8 really bad. C9s are dope, but they're so expensive, and I can't imagine what they cost to maintain. The C10s are
The C10s,
sweet,
oof.
but I know I'll never own one. I've had plenty of opportunities to own C4s, C5s, C6s. I almost bought a C7, but the guy wanted just a little too much for it. But yeah, those things are. God, I love Corvettes. But yeah, if you just looked at them on a picture, they look smaller. But if you parked them side by side, the difference really isn't quite that insane.
It's not
Do you
drastic.
have the shock oil handy?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Boom, baby. TLR.
Not sponsored.
I'm not sponsored by anybody.
It's lasted a while.
Yeah, look at it. If you look at it, it's barely
It's
empty.
barely cut. I know, but I filled my shocks like 3 times. I'm gonna do the rear one too.
Why
Yeah,
is
and
it-
I
why-
filled like 1 or 2 of somebody else's.
You filled Daniel's because his.
That's
popped off.
right. Yeah, his popped off.
Okay, but why do you have to have this?
I was running it like that tonight, and I had no problems.
Okay, but why do you have to have oil for your shocks?
Dampening. So, the only reason you're able to
Land on it.
like launch it and have it come down and not completely grenade, the springs are there to keep tension. That's all they're doing. So you notice when you pick up your car, your tires drop.
Yeah.
That's your springs pushing out on them. But when they
Hit the ground.
impact,
They
the fluid in these, it creates pressure. So when that shock starts to try to come in too fast, like if you ever tried to yank it on a seatbelt and it just locks.
Yeah, it gets me really pissed.
So when you go to shunt it like that, that tube that you see, the metal rod that goes up in there, has a flat plate on it, and that flat plate's squeezing up in that cylinder, and it's compressing that oil. And in a full size shock, I doubt they have them in these little ones, but in a full size shock, you've got these perforated metal plates in there. So when everything compresses, everything's shunting. So your shock it's called dampening. Your shock dampens real hard because of all that fluid, because it can't condense. Everything's getting tighter and it slows down the shock.
Don't cry.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. So your shocks, when you go to push down quick on them, they dampen. So that's the point of the fluid. Without the fluid, there's no dampening effect, and now you're basically just running on a spring, and then everything.
It's just gonna just slam the
Yeah.
chassis. But it's 11:16,
Yep.
so I'm ahead to go to the night.
Yep. I'll be going to bed soon too. Kill Mike 3. Yeah, you can just. You want to put those back in the box real quick, just so they don't get dirty. Yeah, don't worry about the mic right now. Oh, or you can. Wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Yep. Just fixing all these broken cars. Still got a few to fix. I'll mess with mine like tomorrow or something.
Hopefully, it's just a single part you gotta replace. Maybe buy a couple extras just to have them.
Yeah, problem is I don't have any extras that I know will work for that. Rustler. 4x4 VXL drive shaft. Traxxas drive shaft assembly. Ooh, well, eventually I will be upgrading to steel ones. Man,
Is there a lid on this?
so many parts. Huh? Yeah, that you just no. It's been opened already. It's pretty thick, and it's cold. Well, cool. Night, bud. Love you.
It's not coming out for me at all.
Oh, maybe the little cap in the lid. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, it does have a.
Okay, I was like, what?
It didn't come out. It didn't come out with the lid. I didn't say I've opened it before. Night, bud. Alrighty. Just put that back in there.
Okay.
So yeah, you have to find. Ooh, here we go. Drive shaft assembly front slash 4x4. Oh, it's for a slash though. I don't know if that's the same. I don't know. I'll mess with mine tomorrow, and if my spare ones fit on it, then I'll just throw one of my spares on it. If it doesn't, then I guess I'll be ordering some new ones.
Now, what did I do with the top of my shock tower? It was under the towel.
Yeah. I've also thought about replacing my slipper clutch with the new one and decided not to. I looked into doing different gearing. What's up, dude? Look at that. Everyone's coming out today.
Well, one is off to work.
All right. Well, I love you. Have a good one at work.
Yep.
I'll be going to bed.
Have fun at work, buddy.
It's like a full actual drive shaft is on here
Oh, nice.
for like a truck, like for an actual vehicle.
Oh, for a truck.
$152.
Not bad for a drive shaft.
No, not bad at all. I don't know what it's for. Yeah, center shaft. Oh, those are pretty cheap for my truck. All right, I guess I'll see if the ones I've got here work. So dumb. It was so sad because it acted like the battery just boom just dropped out. But no, it turns out I'm a 3-wheel drive truck, which means I'm losing a lot of power. So dumb. Just put that back. Wah, wah. What's going on back here? Oh, it's an ad. Skip that. Oh man. Yep.
All right, that's about as fully seated as I could get it. Waist Raider.
No longer
Oh,
alphabet community.
cockeyed, yeah.
It's straight now.
Yeah, it's straight now.
Put it through slash platinum ultimate VXL stampede wrestler. Okay, yeah, so it is all the same. 2 rear, $22 for metal ones. Yeah, I guess I can.
Upgrade.
Guess I can probably get those. I'll see if the ones I've got here work first, and if they do, then I'll just fix them with what I got and eventually order some new ones. Try not to spend any unnecessary monies right before El Christmas. Got bills to pay, and bills aren't friggin' cheap right now. Hopefully everyone out there had a wonderful Thanksgiving and is looking forward to Christmas. I know I am. I still got to do shopping because I haven't had any time to, but I'm on vacation soon.
Oh, are you?
Yep. And that means I'll be able to do shopping without being interrupted. And if you stuck around for this, please come back. Please leave comments, like, share, subscribe. And in the near future, I plan on having guests finally. I'm going through all the scheduling nonsense right now with a bunch of different people. So while I'm on vacation, I'm going to start having people come over and start ramping up some video creations. So be prepared for some fun new faces and some fun new stories from very different people than you've normally seen. Oh, yep. That'd be helpful. So come back and make another video. Making another video soon. This one was impromptu because I figured everyone was out here already screwing around with trucks.
Yeah.
Might as well
Doing some maintenance.
just start recording and see what happens. Hopefully you were entertained, at least a little bit. Maybe you heard about some RCs. Maybe you like RCs. Tell me what your favorite one is. I grew up on Tamiya's.
Buy a Grum.
and I still have them. And at some point, I'm going to dig them out and do some upgrades on them. Those aren't meant for bashing, so I'm not going to bash them because bashing those will break them entirely, and I don't want that. But they will be ripped around in the dirt, and I'll build some little courses and start making some videos on that. So I think I might start making some RC videos of us just out ripping and bashing. So tell me what you think. If you're entertained by that, then we'll do that. But yeah, what was your favorite RC growing up? What do you have now if you still run RCs?
What do you want?
Yeah, what do you want to buy? And tell me why I'm stupid for not liking nitro cars, or tell me why I'm stupid for liking batteries.
I like batteries.
Whatever. Like batteries just easier. My neighbor loves nitros, and he's got some Team Losi. He's actually got one built by Team Losi. Was their he's actually friends with their sponsored driver because he was a pro race car driver for a long time. And if I could ever catch him sober, I'd love to have him on here talking about his past. But when he's drunk, he gets a little
Chatty.
well and incoherent because of his head injury. So drunk with a head injury, he gets a little harder to follow. But yeah, he's got a car that was built by Team Losi for a Team Losi driver, and then he wound up getting his hands on it, buying it from his buddy. So I can't wait to see that thing rip. He needs some batteries because he hasn't ran them in a while. But that was funny. Thursday. So for Thanksgiving, we're out there ripping, tearing up the streets. And my neighbors love it because they're all into RCs too, so it doesn't matter. And I don't care about the other neighbors.
And my rear one that's leaking was bone dry too.
Ooh. No dampening. But yeah, so we were taking over the streets, and we do all the time anyway. No one cares. But he got all excited and started bringing out his old RCs, even though he doesn't have them running right now because he doesn't have any nitro and he doesn't have batteries for any of the servos. But he's gonna get them running, so we'll probably do some videos with some nitro because I mean they're cool. I just have no interest in building a motor, repairing a motor, all that other stuff. The electric ones, I break those enough already. Last couple of weeks, I've replaced a lot of parts in this little shop. And, I mean, I love it. It's fun. But gas gets to a point where you're having to deal with so much
these
more.
Are awesome.
Yeah, I love those little
Those little
crescents. Little baby crescents. Yeah. Perfect little vice grips. Little channel locks. Ugh, I'm tired. Yeah, those little baby crescent channel locks.
Yeah, they're perfect for an RC car.
Yeah, I bought them to carry around at work, and then eventually made my company buy me some small pairs. So I got little guys for little pristine things. All right. Well, I think I'm going to sign off here and go to bed. I got work tomorrow. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I got to go to work. Do as little as possible for as much money as I can get my hands on. So thanks for hanging out. It's an hour and 12-minute video, a little longer than that now. So
Yeah.
hopefully y'all had fun. I know one of you out there is viewing and actually liking things and hanging out and commenting. So I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to start cranking out some more videos now. Took a little hiatus for lots of different reasons. Injured wife, loss of family members, just been kind of a downtime. Didn't really have anything to talk about that would be entertaining, I thought. But been talking to some friends. Got some more ideas on some videos to hopefully put out. And got some more people coming soon. So
And
stay
fingers
tuned
crossed
for
that I fixed my car.
Yeah. And then I'll mess with mine tomorrow. And they'll probably start putting out some more videos on that here soon. So, thanks for hanging out from Tucson. I'm Randy.
I'm Daniel.
Have a good one.